Man, only because you want to know, right? Like, damn. So, I guess I was too. Hmm, I was too excited. So, my GoFundMe page, right? It's supposed to represent something where I'm like in need, and my sentiments always are representing the opposite because of the attitude that I have towards how prominent I feel. But the reality is, I'm a really humble servant and very poor. I'm not rich at all. I'm struggling. I'm going through some shit. I'm actually planning. That's why I put the picture, actually. Uh, Nosy people around me. I don't know why that was generated, but I'm making a plan with my, I guess, future team, right? And it requires me to go to some uncharted territories. So I am gonna struggle. It's gonna be bad. I'm just preparing, if anything, because it's not something I haven't done before. But maybe people think like I'm too, like, I make it look easy. And I just said I had an explosion the other day, and the last time I felt like that was when I was in the cell. And if I want to get more real, it has to do with some, like, I guess, family problems, trauma. I think I spoke the other day. My brother was in the hospital. He tried that drug, like, it's crazy stuff. Family issues, bipolar people, and drug addictive behavior, people on pills. You gotta kind of like deal with people like that, and I fucked up a car, and the cops were called, creating more of a ruckus, but that happened after the explosion, and I think it was just an accumulation of a lot of pressure building, but that's not the end of it. There's more. So me just trying to you know people are catching on how I articulate the fast as lightning processing and refining the information that I come and get from the Akashic records. They're like, amazed at how I do it with such grace. But the plan is to, like, alleviate the stress. I want to feel more lofty or jolly or peace. I don't want to have to struggle, but I do speak in a way where I feel sometimes like I'm already there, and people might envy that about me because they can't bring it to a lower level. So I end up getting persecuted in some form or fashion, and I have to struggle. But I, at this point, do it with ease. You can't punish. You can't punish the devil, man. You can only put me away for an amount of time, but then I come out again, and you can't escape from that. So you just gotta deal with my technology, as this comes at lightning speeds, basically lifting the tides, across the board, with the way that I speak. The weight of it is, if you look at it on a on a minuscule level, like from the atoms, it's getting electrons and it's forming quantum bits, and it's like so I'm giving you a lot of, like, 1,000 pounds of information, and I'm condensing it to like 1 minute, and I'm giving it to you with this extraordinary refinement and breakdown that anybody can understand it. Um, and that's unseen till now, and they're discussing, they're having conversations around it, trying to beat it. The fact that you participated already, already you should just be apologizing, because you thought you had a say in that part. But it's entertaining that you tried. But that's just for me. I really wanted to move the world, but with my chi in control. I had to control my chi, and I can destroy, or I could build. And I'm trying to choose to use it to build, because, as you know, right, about all the accoutrements that I bring, if you study the footnotes, like I said, my GoFundMe page is probably just one of those references that you gotta look up, and participate in. But as you becoming a participant and I learn of you, we become more bonded. There's a relationship, and it's good, But what it allows is for you to learn top secret details beyond the scope of what everyone dreams about, which I already set as an example for me to get, that you will help me get it with the donations. And that's just that's like a suit and a suitcase. That's just my suit. When I go to Wall Street, I gotta have a suitcase, and I gotta have a suit, and I gotta wear a tie, right? And I gotta go to Wall Street and talk that language about numbers and stuff like that. But when I get home, all of that goes out the window, and those who are in with me when I go home get to learn the real top secret stuff. Internal affairs. Insider stuff. And that's where you want to be. But if you want to stick around for the guy in the suit with a suitcase going to Wall Street, I beat your favorite artist already. With all my accoutrements and ornaments and stuff like that. I got cool gadgets, man. That's what it is. I got a lot of cool gadgets, and no one comes close to my gadgets, man. All right, that's it for now.